Hello and welcome to session Screaming Phone 45, I think, maybe. The phone wants to be part of things. Of Dreamers of Kiriak, I think, is the campaign we're playing.
It's one of those.
It's one of those.
With one dream.
Yeah.
True. And he doesn't even want to be here. He wants to go to not Kiriak.
And we last left the party on the road after brutally humiliating a bunch of monster hunters riding snakes. It wasn't a fight. It's not. It's the dictionary committee would sue me if I called that a fight because I would be misappropriating the English language to just a horrific degree. But you defeated them, and if I remember right, you guys kind of sat yourselves down in the path of the big old cloud of eyes that's just kind of chonking toward the general direction of civilization. And you guys just kind of did a sleep after the light workout that you had earlier. Am I forgetting anything?
I didn't know we did sleep.
Did you?
We were
I think
gonna.
we might have, planned on it, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think we've actually done it.
Because you had estimated that you had plenty of time before it
Right.
got to where you are.
Estimated being
Right. So if that is the case, then you guys have a mostly uninterrupted sleep, if you do sleep. At about midnight, the sky lights up with a meteor shower that just kind of pelts what you calculate to be the general area of the thing coming toward civilization for like 10 minutes. And it lights up the sky, actually, to a pretty astounding degree. It almost seems to be the middle of the day as these meteors are hailing down. And then everything just kind of fades back to night. Nothing more comes of it. That was all.
Oh,
Do you think somebody's or something is fighting the cloud already?
shut up, I'm asleep.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not
we
like
can
we
do it
could get
tomorrow.
over there to help, or we would have.
True.
Would you like
Besides,
to
who's even
go
left?
toward it?
I
That's a
mean,
good point.
how far away is it?
That is a good question. It was 50 miles-ish? Does that sound right?
That
Yeah.
sounds vaguely right.
I mean, we'll just
Well,
finish sleeping.
Maybe it was one god fighting another god, and he's going to cannibalize the other god and be a stronger god, and then we'll have a more difficult fight tomorrow.
I mean, that's literally happened a few times, I think.
Yeah, and I guess there's nothing we can do about it now, so might as well sleep up.
Yeah, we could leave now and get there by tomorrow, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, now I think about it, that was a pretty dumb suggestion.
It's real far.
I thought you wanted to go toward it so that we were away from the city.
Specifically, Asha could go and just solo the god.
I'm asleep now.
You could wake Asha up.
Do this thing.
I'll wake off shit up with a knife.
Just
But-
endlessly summon cows. There's just nothing he'll be able to do about it.
Surround myself in a layer of cows so I can sleep.
It's like the level 1 player with boots of flying soloing a Tarrasque. Give him
Yes.
enough time. Just watch it, give him enough cows.
Give me enough cows and I can move the world.
Just
instead of philosophy.
tying cows to her body.
Ooh, why did I not do that?
I don't know. Yeah. You're sleeping.
I've lost all of my edge.
All of your brain power is going into the beard.
It really is, yes. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
gosh.
calories that could have been going to mental processing that are just going into hair growth.
I'm gonna have to kick Asha while she's asleep and go, no puns, and have her be very confused.
Asha just goes, moo. It's not clear why.
Considering cows is one of the few things I'm not infested with.
What about the mushrooms?
Not yet.
Minecraft did it.
Oh, crap, you're right. The next morning is potentially the most beautiful morning that several of you may have seen. Pimrin has probably seen nicer mornings, if only subjectively. But the birds are chirping where there were no birds yesterday. The wilds have been actually completely absent of, like, animal life up to this point. It's been a little eerie, but the birds are chirping and flitting through the air, and the sky above is a
Did
delightful
you say
blue.
inflating through the air?
No, but and flitting does share a lot of the letters with that. The letters. The letters.
You've described things as inflating so many times.
We've just come to expect it. If we see a balloon bird just flying by, we won't think it's unusual.
Yeah, but no, not yet. You see them flying completely normally through the sky.
Which in itself is unusual.
Yeah, more or less. And I mean, even
Why
your
are these birds upside down?
the power menu decided to come up finally.
Excellent.
The clouds are nice and puffy, like mashed potatoes, I suppose. I don't know.
You're painting a vivid scene.
The air smells faintly of sulfur and blood, but the scene looks nice. Is the important part. What
I
do
often
you
wake
guys
up thinking the air looks like sulfur and blood, and nice day.
as you guys did your long rest, did anybody roll any hit dice to heal? I don't know that you took any damage in the last fight, but I'll ask so that we don't have to worry about it later.
I was 1 hit point down, so I just marked off a hit die.
Okay. That's the spirit.
Well,
Don't think we need to roll it.
the
Stupid
aid
hit
spell
dice.
left, so our max HP is back down 5.
True.
Yes.
Oh, so maybe I didn't even need to.
Would anybody like to cast spells at the beginning of the day? Or even potentially before you go to sleep? If that would matter at all for you, for anything.
I'm good. I was pretty much out of spells.
Okay.
So you were out of spells, and Solaire was mostly out of hit points.
You didn't
It's
need
good
it.
that you got that all taken care of.
And then there's Asha.
I just had a weird idea. I'm
Yes.
gonna roll with it. We're in like a forest area, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Get 1 use of that per day for free.
Why?
Because it's a.
Magic.
When else am I gonna use Speak with Plants?
Could be the last time you get a
You could-
chance.
Yeah, that's true.
You could talk with Oshit's mushrooms. Perhaps that's how you could extract
That's
Oshit's
terrifying,
secrets.
and
don't
Cameron
want
would
to know
not
if they
think
have
Roll on the insanity table.
Cameron would avoid that thought at all costs. Reject that one.
See become a nothing.
So I'm just gonna go to the biggest, oldest looking tree nearby.
Okay. Can you give me nature or survival, please?
Can do. That is a 17.
All right. You follow the paths, the generational paths of the trees that you've come to know in your wanderings, and you're able to meander your way pretty directly toward what you're pretty sure is a grandfatherly sort of tree in this area. It is tall. It is gnarly.
Oh, great elder of the forest. Greetings.
What the fuck is he doing?
Hello.
It takes a long time for the tree to notice you.
I'm down here. I know I'm short, but you can hear me. I know you can hear me.
Good morning. Who are you? Who speaks so swiftly?
Traveling, fisher and chef, you see.
How do fishers and chefs learn to speak like...
You see, I caught
proper
a real
people?
big fish one day, and that was just the first domino, and it just kind of, now I'm here.
Oh yes, that makes sense.
Yes, yeah. Anyways, I had a question for you. We saw a real weird effect in the sky last night, and I just wanted to know if that was like something that just kind of happens in this area every so many years, or if that was like something completely unique.
Did he just fucking ask the tree at the sky?
Yes.
We felt very strange phenomenon last night. Little things that were from someplace else came to meet us here. They were not familiar things. It was quite surprising. We have been discussing what it might mean.
He's just staring at the tree now.
That does make some sense, actually. Okay, so not an old
see,
thing, but a new thing
waiting
from
for it to
somewhere
end.
else.
It seems so.
Oh, okay.
Reminds me of Flores.
Maybe he's the
Do you
chosen
hear the
one.
tree music?
He could be the chosen.
Do I hear the tree music?
You do not. You do. There's a kind of musicality in the speech of the tree. It is as though there's like an echo of his words that kind of reverberates through all the other trees around, and then comes back as a whisper through the wind in the leaves.
My God, Goraz was a druid the whole time.
He did turn into a horse.
It all makes so much more sense.
That's like
The music was the most natural thing.
we would just invert the entire campaign.
We are now the Treemers of Kiriak.
Get out of your house. You don't live here.
I'm sorry, Kat, you have inherited the place.
Well, that's all I really had to ask you. I just wanted to clarify that one point. So thank you for your knowledge.
You
Old Great
are
Elder.
welcome. We will be watching for a very long time. Do you require a burrow? One has opened deep underneath. You
Deep
can have it
underneath.
if you'd like. You can sleep there for
He just
many
invited you.
generations.
I just walked that back. So I'll be all right. I do appreciate the offer, though. Really, it's very kind.
right.
Well,
The tree begins talking to the bird sitting on its branches.
well, now it's time for me to act like a tree. If you know. I'm
No.
not going to. You already know. It's fine.
He
I'm sure you've
finds
heard
that
it a
deeply
million
He
times.
will be pondering this for years to come.
And I just walk away.
Lovely.
All right. Good. So, Elder of the Forest says that this is not something that's happened here before, not at least since the tree's been here, which seems like a long time to me.
You talking to the tree hasn't happened?
Well, the trees were talking to each other, but I mean, this is the first time I've talked to a tree.
Okay.
I just felt like I could, you know.
That's
pretty
Telltale
logical.
Clan
And
of
it
face
talked back.
palming.
It did actually, yeah. It told me that they're pretty sure whatever came down from the sky was, I mean, something weird, something new, something not of this world. Which I mean, that just makes sense. It came down from the sky, but it's good to clarify. Doesn't seem like somebody casted a powerful spell or something. It seems like an invader of some kind.
Oh, good.
Yeah, excellent. So maybe somebody chasing down those folk we hitched a ride with on the way here, or maybe we messed with a whole nest of things out on other planets. I mean, I didn't even know there were other planets, but now there's a lot of possibilities out there.
Now, I don't know if Himrin would have been paying attention, but I believe the dragon told you guys that his planet had sent some ships to
Oh, right.
take care of things on this planet.
Mm.
So, depending on your character, that may be what comes to mind as Pimrin describes these outsiders from another place.
Did he say
Coming
he
in.
had sent ships, or he was going to in the future? I
He
don't
said
think
he had already.
Is that
And you
crab
saw
still
some
coming
around
towards
the
us?
planet, I believe, as you came. Did you say is the crab still coming toward you?
No, the
Crab is
crab.
always coming toward you.
You can't escape the crab.
You can't escape the crab.
Is
It
the
is
sky
eternal.
still evil over there?
Is the sky still evil? What do you mean?
The thing we're gonna go kill, did it go away?
No.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I forgot that you could see it on the horizon. You can. I mean, aside from that, the sky is nice and blue and filled with lovely clouds. I mean, it's kind of one of the lovely clouds, I suppose. Most of the other clouds don't have eyes in them,
It
as
looked
best
like
as you
mashed
can
potatoes
It's
as well.
the,
yes.
And
the
eyes.
beautiful eldritch sunrise.
Yes.
in the distance, yes.
Well, they failed.
Who failed?
Whoever that was.
Aliens.
We killed the aliens, didn't we?
Different aliens.
We didn't kill all the aliens.
Just
We
like several.
Sent them to be killed.
Just the
No,
ones
we killed
brought.
all
These
of
are-
those aliens, but like there are other aliens.
Let's go.
One of the aliens is a dragon.
Let's just go.
Well, maybe he's an alien. And not a lizard.
Could be both.
This is
There
possible.
was an alien lizard that we talked to. Are you from
Well,
space?
Are we gonna wait in this
No,
location? Or?
Where did they find you?
He was on a mountain, which is, pretty close to space.
I feel like trying to explain a geographical location to you people is completely pointless.
So Pimrin just asked.
We did
are-
establish that like half the party is flat earthers already. Despite having been
Having
to
seen
space.
the planet from space.
It's just really, really good space pathfinding. You just hit it directly, saucer on. Every
Space
time.
Smoke and space mirrors.
Yeah, all of those. Sky hooks.
Space weather balloon.
So what? You guys were the hologram they projected into the sky. So what are you guys going to do now?
Go kill a cloud.
I think that's what we do. We call that.
Local man yells at cloud.
So we're not going to wait for it to come to us then?
I mean, we could, but it seems like if we at least kind of mosey in that direction somewhat, we'll get to it faster. Probably don't have to like
You ready to go,
exert ourselves, but
Yeah.
Okay.
it would be an awful shame if we waited here and it caught up to us at nightfall and it was all dark. That would not be great.
Or it just caught up to us and overwhelmed us.
That would also not be
Difference
great.
doesn't make it dark.
Well, I mean, it just makes it more difficult.
No.
I can only see so far at night, and it might be up more than that.
I mean, when it's dark, it's harder to hit things with your fishing pole or sword or bow or whatever you got.
He started with the weapon.
Alright, well, I guess we're walking.
It's mashed potatoes with eyes.
Oh, lovely. I love them.
I don't. You can't
You're-
AI generate
oh,
images at the table.
This one looks like boobs.
You
No.
your rented horses don't want to move. They're well beyond their normal comfort zones. They're used to being trotted around a little bit and then returned to the stables pretty much the same day. And you guys forced them to go camping.
Well, they also saw a battle with people riding flying snakes.
Yeah,
so
that
they're
didn't seem
probably
to
suffering from
that
some-
really didn't seem to bother them too much, which is a little troubling, maybe.
Oh,
They seem to be a lot more bothered by having to sleep outdoors.
oh, poor guys.
Fucking ritzy ass city horses.
Yes.
As we leave, I'm gonna just hand out treats. Let's see, what can I make in the wilderness while we're out here?
We're about to make horse burgers if these fucking things don't pick up.
Just gonna give everybody some trail mix or something.
Lovely.
Which would give you some temporary hit points.
Does
Did
it
you-
taste suspiciously like fish?
Did you
It
mix
does
it
taste
from this
suspiciously
trail?
like fish. It is. That is made from only things I have found on the trail while we have.
And what are we doing for your snacks? Do they get the maximum value?
There's
roll?
two separate things.
Yes.
There's the meal I can make as a short rest, and then there are treats I can make as a long rest, which are like a consumable everybody gets to hold on to and eat when they
Yes.
choose.
Because I've been giving people temporary HP for free food, I wanted to make your actual option. You got stronger, and I can't remember what we did last time.
So the treats are my proficiency bonus worth at 10 HP.
Okay.
Not a ton, just a little bit. But just a little snack.
Okay.
Well, how
You
much
can
is
add just an additional D4 to that.
Alright, so
Um,
it's D4 plus 4 then. If no one wants to take that.
Oh.
That's a 4.
Huzzah!
Sweet. Thank you, Mr. DM. Thank you.
You are welcome, Mr. Everybody.
We gotta get these horses moving, I guess. Despite all looks, I'm not actually good at that. Since I just sort of tell horse what to do telepathically.
Can't horse tell them what to do?
I'm pretty sure horse doesn't speak horse.
Seems like a flaw.
Well, it's not actually a horse.
I haven't ever heard his horse speak with you.
I've not heard it
I don't
either,
think
and
it
I
speaks
speaks
to
to
anything.
tree, so like,
Does the horse speak to you?
Telepathically. It's also not actually a horse.
I'm not sure which is more disturbing, the fact that you and Goraz talk to nothing and it talks back, or if you talk to a horse and it talks back.
I mean,
I'm like surrounded by a bunch of...
Yeah, they're freaking crazy. I don't know.
you'd be surprised what talks back if you like really try.
You've been into Asha's secret stash, haven't you?
Oh God, no.
You're talking to all kinds of people if you do that. You're talking maybe more than you should.
I can prove that horse talks back and I'm not crazy.
I wonder how
Maybe.
Gory's doing.
No, I can't. Check
Or
this
Gory.
out.
At least a chat on the
I
trains.
telepathically guide horse to write, "You're a dumbass" in the road at him.
It takes horse like 20
What a
minutes while
well-trained
just standing
horse.
watching him.
Oh, your horse is talking to you. I can see it now.
Ah, you're right.
Whoa.
Okay, but that ain't the horse talking.
No, I told it to do that.
Okay, you said you were going to prove that the horse talks back to you.
That was the message, and he said, "Please say something to me." And the horse said, "You're a dumbass."
Oh, okay.
Okay, we believe you. We're
I
sorry.
should never have doubted you.
The other horses seem to now accept Horse as like their alpha because he has demonstrated supreme intelligence in the field of horse kind.
Excellent.
Horse still doesn't speak horse.
They don't seem to understand that. They seem to think that he's just so cool that he's aloof.
There we go.
Horses out here trying to speak celestial to horses with
He
his
is speaking the
brain.
language of the horse gods.
Probably.
He's speaking in windings. Windings.
So you guys can get going, and it's. I mean, if it's 50 miles, that's like still like a day and a half of travel if you're going at
I was
roughly.
assuming you didn't move it all overnight, wasn't it? Slowly
That's a very
coming
good
towards-
point. So that's like a day of travel.
Off we go.
So if you keep going, you're gonna meet it probably near the end of the day. If you guys hustle, then you can take one level of exhaustion for hustling throughout the entire day, and which would give you disadvantage on ability checks, and you can meet it in the
I'm not in a
daytime.
hurry to meet this thing.
I'm fine with that.
So there doesn't hustle.
No.
Then, really, nothing much of note happens as you approach, except for, you know, all the smoldering craters of the meteors that are just kind of here and there and over there and there. Interestingly, you occasionally see them having like punched all the way through a tree and leaving like a perfect ring of like charcoal, but they don't seem to have caught anything on fire. Even if these big ol' craters that are, you know, maybe like as wide as the room that have a meteor sitting in them that's, I don't know, maybe this half the size of one of the table quarters is glowing red hot. It still doesn't seem to have caught anything on fire.
Oh no.
You see like maybe 10 of these craters over the course of the day. It seems like these were just kind of strays that went very wide of their targets.
Any of them close enough to our path that I could just like swing by and take a look?
Yes.
We have time. If you want.
That's fair. We
Yeah.
have plenty of time.
These are the ones that would be close enough to the trail that even though you're in the middle of the forest, you can still see them.
How big is a hell gnome?
I don't know that you ever met a hell gnome, so I can't answer that question. You went to great lengths to avoid meeting the hell gnomes.
What if these are spaceships of the hell gnomes?
Is hell in space?
Well, we
More often than not.
heard of the hell gnomes while we were on the planet.
They were on
we
another
forget.
planet.
Hmm.
You tried really
There-
hard
there
to
were a
beat
lot-
them.
There were a lot of
We did
things
try
on
very
the
hard.
other planet. We haven't seen shrimp people here.
We should go back. That was a fun plan.
Yes.
Yeah, but if a shrimp
Or
shape.
maybe if we find the ostriches again, they can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I mean, after all, that other guy's not here anymore.
Do not sniff.
Hello, kitty.
If you're so Pimrin's going close to one of the meteors.
I'll take a look at it.
All right, can you give me investigation, please? And anybody else can if they like.
I'm not going to do any effort.
No, I'm cool.
Solaire's going.
Grand total is 6.
That's a rock.
That
space.
is definitely a rock from space.
21.
This is a big old lump of mostly metal and some, I don't know, looks like rock crystal maybe. There's some bits of bright red coals kind of nestled onto the surface, and if you peer real closely, you think that the parts that are smoldering are not actually part of the lump itself, but are whatever it landed on, just kind of still burning, which is a little weird, this being so many hours after the fact.
You're right, it's a rock.
Yeah, it does look like a rock.
A wisp of
Burning
smoke
bits.
rises from it, and it's a very sulfury sort of smell.
Are you bringing it with you?
I'm picking the thing up. It's still partly on fire.
What the frick out of the hole? What are you doing?
You want it?
No,
Put it in your cauldron.
you don't want it.
He doesn't want anything. If it's
Excellent.
not gold coins, he doesn't want
How
it.
many Helmholtz spaceships can fit in a skull?
I
What?
don't know.
I
I don't know.
It's very easy
How
to
big a
answer.
helmet is.
They wouldn't tell us.
I mean, you don't know how many Helnum spaceships because you're not sure if this is a Helnum spaceship. Maybe like 60. We don't know how big Helnum spaceships are yet.
Could be a space
Well,
cannonball.
Why do we need a burning rock? We'll just let it burn.
Oh yeah,
That's fine.
just a rock.
It's just a rock.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you investigated that.
Me too.
I
I just want to
can
make
eat
sure
it.
it wasn't some, like alien, right? It's just a rock. It's fine.
I mean, I suppose it could be an egg.
Ooh.
Mm.
We'll have to come back later and see if it's hatched.
That's
if
true.
that's dragon
we
eggs?
gotta go back by there anyway to go back to the casino.
That's true. We gotta go back. Yeah, that's true. I bet. Yeah, I bet the dragon eggs are pretty.
No, it's not
pretty
a dragon egg.
No.
No.
Okay.
It's a lizard egg.
I don't know.
Is it a horse egg?
Well, what do your eggs look like?
Scaly.
Oh, scaly. Okay.
You bypass the big ol' rocks. They do not attack you from behind.
Oh, that's good.
No attacks of opportunity. Good.
No attacks of opportunity in the space rocks. Yes. just falls over. Well, eventually,
Oh my
at
god,
like
that'd be such a good trick. As you're walking down the hall, the wall makes an attack of opportunity.
that is just a trap.
It's a sentient wall, but it's biding its time. It gives it advantage.
I feel like there are already stat blocks like that too.
Then once you murder it, it was like blocking a passageway. So now you have your now you have your next place to go. It's pure brilliance.
It's even more brilliant because the door that was hidden behind it also sentient.
And then
It's like
ooze
EV's
falls on you,
Playhouse,
and
but
then
it's-
This is perfect. At about like 7 at night, it's getting quite dark, and you think you're about an hour away from the edge of the cloud. The atmosphere has gone funky. The things that are round in nature are beginning to form into eyeballish shapes. And the grass like crawls very slowly away from you when you're not looking at it. It's still in the ground, it's still in the dirt, but it is definitely like inchworming away when you don't look at it. The horses notice. That's how you figure it out.
The horse is just like, oh shit! Look at that! I can't eat that.
you can, but
Shit.
it's fast food at this point. And so you believe you're about an hour away. What will you do?
Well,
If it does, you're gonna draw this.
Preparations.
So that's not enough time for us to rest, so I guess we kind of got to do this at night, it seems like. Unless we just want to turn around and go the other way. Away from it, and then sleep, and let it catch up to us. Just saying, I can't see real well out here.
I don't think we'd have known this is going to happen until we were getting too close to it to stop.
If you'd like to stop at a previous time, you guys certainly can. You guys know your traveling pace. You're able to figure out the distance early. You're pretty sure that if you just go at your regular traveling pace, you're gonna reach it at night.
Well, how do you guys feel? Do you want to sleep amongst the eyes and the crawly grass, or?
It's no different from home. I mean, I did this all the
Okay,
time.
well, fair enough.
Let's just fight.
You never had to sleep at rafts.
No, I did not. I don't know how that
Crawly
is.
things are
I
the
have
least of
heard
your worries.
Only bad things, but I've not met this person.
Be thankful. No offense. I mean, I don't care how
I'll
sleepy
stay
you
up
sleep
if you guys
better.
are staying up. We'll fight it. It's fine. I'm just saying.
Well, no, if you want to wait till you can see better, that's fine.
Makes
It would be a
sense.
little easier.
Can't remember. I think I see in the dark.
You do, you're a dwarf.
I do. I'm a dwarf. I know things about dwarfs. Shut up.
They're from underground.
If your intention is to sleep before fighting it, like, what is the timing that you intend for this?
So we could fight it in the morning.
But like,
I mean, unless one of you got away from
it's definitely not standing still. Like, if you are an hour away from it and you just go to sleep, you're fairly certain it's going to reach you sometime in the
That
night.
makes sense, yeah.
It's kind of hard to judge the speed of a giant cloud when you're this close to it. But you think, like, maybe 1 hour of your travel is... It would take it a few hours to get to the same place. Like, maybe 3 or 4 at the absolute outside.
Whatever the math is to make it bright out.
To make
Somebody
it so
give me a
that,
math roll.
The
party can give me...
Because I got a 2.
I decided I'm probably the only one who knows math. So
Probably.
Can I get a group intelligence roll from everybody?
Yeah.
If you had formal education in math, you can add proficiency to it.
It's a flat D20.
15.
7.
21.
Natural 1.
No. Cameron is very sure of the
I'm
answer.
sure we could like sleep right here and we'd be fine.
That's what I told you. It's okay right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, the Asha and Nine, somehow Asha, between you and Nine, I mean, you do lots of profane science. You do a lot of drug dealing. You have to have good math skills for that, I would assume.
I probably don't know what numbers are.
Do some real good estimation
Just had a
skills.
moment.
One of your mushrooms, like, has a processing unit that is the purpose of its fruiting body, and it has just infested your mind. You don't know why you have these numerical
I'm
skills.
becoming
but
a
you do.
superhuman just
You are.
with each new
Like, your
soul
mushroom
that I
mode is basically Super Saiyan, so...
Well,
yes.
they're growing mushrooms all over their body, and light can affect that, so they would have a good idea of when
have.
light
I'm very
and not
in tune
is.
with photosynthesis.
Folk mush.
Mushrooms don't use that.
Yes. So you're able to, between the two of you, come up with a time to go to sleep that's gonna let you wake up and be able to fight the thing in the wee hours of the morning if you so wish.
We had one of those moments where Tom and Jerry worked together.
Yes. And this is, you...
Himrid said the dumbest shit possible. I started saying that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And you were like, yeah, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And I went, okay.
Perfect.
So when you wake up in the morning, will you do any last preparation?
I'll do treats again if we need to refresh that.
Yes, you can do some treats.
I mean,
And you can You guys can re-roll the d4 plus 4 and just replace your old value. Like, I'm not going to demand that you lose the temporary HP from before. You can just roll again this time and replace if it's a higher value.
But what if we just don't eat it? How long do they last?
8 hours.
Oh, they're gone.
Well, there you go.
I'm going to use a different feature entirely
okay.
as well. My tireless feature, which is just a D8 plus 5 HP, so I get 11.
Good berries? I can make you a good berry.
Toot toot.
Yeah, remember when you might need snacks.
Oops.
All the grass has completely fled by this point.
Excellent.
The earth is polished smooth like a black mirror underneath.
That
the
doesn't
tree's still
normally
there.
happen at
No,
Rat.
it doesn't.
the-
Is it dry and like dusty?
It is polished.
Okay.
It literally is like somebody stuck like
The grass
perfect
polished
metal
with it.
underneath your feet. There's a gentle ringing sound actually as you walk. The trees have all withered overnight. They are all dead.
Oh,
You
wow.
can't even talk to them. They have become infested with these like blights all over them that their eyes. It's lots of eyes.
What the hell did you do, Asher?
I don't think I did anything.
The sky is a
Oh, it's
pure, flawless, perfect
Oh, that's
blue
true.
with no sign of any cloud, and you can not see the looming cloud thing that was approaching you
Oh,
where it was previously.
I think we missed it.
But you do. Can everybody give me perception, please, based on hearing?
I'm still trying to get that ringing out of my ears. Like, something's going on.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, nat 20 for 27.
21.
I apparently am noticing.
You had wood ear mushrooms all over you.
Natural one for 10.
Would you like some different dice?
Well, everybody else
Both of
is a little disoriented because of the weird ringing that, like, every time you take a step, it's just like this. It is really tinnitus-y, and it just compounds, and it's very disorienting. But for some reason, Ashit, perhaps because of the mushrooms filling her ear canals.
What with the tomatoes?
It
Yes.
goes with my natural tinnitus and they cancel each other out.
Oh, it's like face canceling.
Yes.
Beautiful. Ashit feels better than ever before. And is like, does anybody else hear what sounds like a whole bunch of bowling balls just kind of being rolled along the ground over there?
What?
Mom.
So what direction is this coming from?
Over there.
Over there?
Yeah, in the direction you thought the cloud was coming from.
Bowling balls.
That's
I know
what
what
Ashit
bowling
says.
balls are for some reason.
Ashit played bowling
I know those
on her honeymoon.
Oh.
It was they invented it
always
for
long.
they invented it at the.
I don't know
Silverhead's
when
Bay.
bowling was invented.
It was
but I
invented
feel
a very
like it
long
was
time ago.
Like that's not even like it's D&D. They don't know about it. It's a ball with sticks.
What
They
if we prop
figured it
these
out.
rocks up and then we throw this other rock at
Yes.
them? Whoever
So
knocks
you
the most
figured out
over.
how
What
to use it?
cavemen?
Yeah.
The real fun part, which is the reason that
Yeah.
Wrath and Ashit like to die feel, is because they would have just the smallest children they could find reset the pins, and that was
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that. I really
Yeah,
did.
it was.
It's
Ends-
like golf ball collectors. You don't wait till they're out of the way.
exactly. You just one of you would throw your bowling ball, and the other one would wait for the children to try to reset the pins, and you would tip them really well.
The
Over
children-
with a ball.
Yeah.
Well, yes. So So that's what it sounds like, Ashik. You hear what sounds like lots of bowling balls rolling across the ground.
Great. As an aside, you gave me this pencil.
Mhm.
Look how long this fucking eraser is. But
It's
if
a good
I
eraser right there.
if I push on it at all to use it, most of it is gone, and I don't know if there's a way.
That twists.
There's usually a way to like force it up. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, you
It's
can
gone
twist
now.
it the other way. There. Now you have a eraser.
Astounding.
Wow.
You
every
figured
time
out
I
a
try to
pencil.
step on this escalator, the steps just sink to the ground.
Why did they
So-
leave me?
What do you guys do?
Well, yeah. I'm still like, why?
Bowling.
Speak up.
That
Asher.
way.
Oh, bowling.
Bowling.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like I'm talking to an old man.
Hasn't had enough ale yet.
Nope.
You want to go see what that is? The balls, the bowling balls.
You want
That
to
way.
go see Ashit's ball.
There are balls that way.
And that's when you see the giant eyeballs just rolling through the trees that are, dead. And just heading right for you all.
I guess so.
How big are they?
Like 20 feet in diameter?
How
Oh,
fast?
No,
are
not
they?
20 feet in diameter. 20.
I-
Yes, 20 feet in diameter.
I elevate.
Okay. Imran doesn't need to hear. He just rises.
How fast are they?
Like really fast. Like probably go at they probably have a speed of like 60 feet. And there's like a dozen of them.
He can outrun that for a while.
the horses can't
The horses could.
buy horses.
No, the horses are faster.
So let's all roll initiatives. Well, the swarm of eyes rolled a 2.
Nice.
I got a 13.
12.
One moment.
16.
Who got 13?
Hmm?
It's okay.
I got an 18.
Me.
No, him. I got 12.
One moment.
You ruined everything.
That's it.
Was
We
it
gotta
Henry
start
got
all-
18?
Correct.
Thank you.
Start the stream over.
Yeah, new campaign.
Ashit got 12, correct?
Yes.
9 got 13.
And I got a 16.
So Solir got 16. Thank you. I don't remember that one. So Pimrin just ascended. Do you do anything else, Pimrin? They are about 60 feet away at the moment.
I just want to kind of get up so that if they do just stampede over, I'm like
Yes.
over the highest one's bouncing point.
Okay, you certainly can do that.
I'm going to join him. It's Birdie.
It's not your turn yet.
I don't care.
Yes,
Eldrath
I'm really
version
scared.
of that one Futurama episode.
I guess I'll dodge if I can do nothing else.
Okay, you can dodge. Solir, what do you do as these things are hurtling at aggressive speed toward you?
Go slice the nearest one. What else do we ever do?
Alright. You, perhaps to the eyes' surprise, you leap forward to meet them in combat. This 20-foot high sphere comes rushing at you and you attack.
That's 27.
That'll hit.
I hope so.
It's not working. Too many painkillers. Eight. Altogether.
You slice and dice, the skin splits, and bright blue, and when I say bright, I mean like glowing, blue liquid spurts out and splatters across the ground. Where this liquid hits the ground, there's it's like a liquid spreads in a puddle from it, but it's like the ground turns into just like regular dirt. There is no like actual liquid spreading. It's like the mirror pulls away, leaving just like ordinary dirty ground behind it. There is no sound from the thing as it just hurtles right on by you as you, of course, deftly step to the side to avoid getting trampled.
I gotta whack it a second.
All right.
As it goes by.
You can you have an additional regular attack, right?
No. He has
You
a
just
bonus
have
action
one.
attack.
Yeah.
Yes, if you would like to make attack of opportunity, you can do that in addition to your bonus action attack if you'd like.
The third one, watch that. Alright, so that one's 19.
A third one
That
on
will
shit.
hit.
What?
That's what he said.
And that's another 8 points of damage.
All right.
And why the hell not? And you have whack it as it rolls by. That'll be a 20.
That will hit.
And that'd be 11.
And with that, you cut it in so many places that it loses all its internal pressure and just slumps onto the ground as a giant quivering pile of gelatinous
See that piece of
nothingness. Its momentum carries it skidding in its own juices forward for a bit longer.
Leaving behind no juices but grass.
No grass,
Dirt.
just, dirt.
You said there was no dirt. You said
There's-
it was polished.
The dirt's
So, okay.
polish.
Oh, I don't have a
Polish
map.
goes away.
dirt-
So there's
Polished?
Yeah.
so there is like this glowing blue gelatinous liquid that spurts from it when it gets stabbed by the Solir. When this liquid hits the ground, it remains in a little gooey puddle of jelly. And then there's like an effect that spreads out from the edges of the puddle that is not the puddle itself, but is a recession of the polished part of the ground that leaves behind rough, bumpy, ordinary-looking dirt.
The nanites hate the goo.
That's certainly what it looks like, yeah. Like if you imagine you had the ground was all spiders instead of all polish, and you like dropped a rock, and the spiders all ran away, leaving the ordinary-looking ground underneath. But instead of spiders, it's like mirror polished. That's as far as I'm gonna go. Sorry.
Sure.
Do you do anything else, Solir?
No, I killed one, so.
Okay. 9. It is your turn.
I'm gonna match pace with them on horse,
Okay. So,
so they can't get me.
you're just.
Running
Are
away
you
from
running directly away from
How
them?
shocking.
No, I'm staying so that I can just go.
So you're like running alongside them and matching pace.
Yes.
Okay.
That way I can just sort of scoot.
All right. You lead the horses dramatically as they see horse as their
Oh yeah, all
leader.
the other horses are
The horses are
trailing
being
behind.
ridden by other people.
Okay, never mind.
My horse follows you.
Yes, we just woke up. We never got on the horse.
Cameron just descended from the horse.
Yes. The horse just
I'm not fighting
defaulted.
from horseback.
I love the idea of Cameron like lifting the horse underneath it, just like clenching the knees.
His
real
legs are
heavy.
just locked in the saddle position. He just goes straight up.
There will always be a horse balloon. The session ended one way or another. So, you attacking one of the eyes as you ride alongside them.
Yes, I hate them.
Bonk.
26.
You hit.
$14.
You take a gigantic lemon wedge out of it, splashing goo everywhere. You hit.
These things are soft.
Their eyes. Making
They're also
bowling ball
big.
sounds for some reason.
17.
You finish your deft cutting, and it slices into pieces to the ground.
Well, there we go.
Do you do anything else?
These things are very gross and I hate them. Make sure they all die.
If that is your turn, it is Ashit's turn.
There's 3 of them, you said? Well, there's 2 of them now.
There are 10 left.
Oh,
Summon cows and play kickball.
I don't have a big
Imagine
shirt
being a
song
spirit
I
that
can
could summon
come
as a
up
cow
with.
only to get trampled by
For
eyeballs.
my own mental
Yes.
picture here, is 9 running out in front of them, Solir is among them currently?
Solir is among them, I believe. I believe he moved forward a bit to meet them.
Yes.
And Na'ain kind of moved out of the... He did like an arc, I guess? I
Did they
assume?
pass by Solir then to catch up to 9? Or like...
Solir went forward.
Right.
I think I would have gone forward too, but then now
Yeah, I believe 9 basically went to meet them, but he was trying to create momentum so that he's not going to just get smacked by them.
Horse drifted to go... To
Yeah, I don't think you're running alongside them yet.
I'm
But
assuming that they have to pass over me to hurt me. So I went up to them, and now I'm matching pace with them, so they never actually catch me, but I'm still in range to hit them.
so you're hitting them as you go past, essentially.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Horse can just dash as my mount, so I'm twice as fast as them.
Okay.
So I can keep hitting them and not ever
So-
get squished. I guess the question was, to meet them, I would have had to have gone back past Solaire to where they are and then start going along.
So Solir went like up here.
And then it's just a bunch of fucking eyeballs.
They were like 60 feet away at the beginning of the turn.
And then I went up and I stabbed one.
The big question is whether Solir could get to them. And I'm gonna say
He can
that
use
they're...
his bonus action to dash.
My question is more,
Oh my gosh.
is
Celia
Celia in the midst of them for the purpose of AoE stuff?
right.
So I assume they're
I'm
coming
gonna say
at me at the
they
same
were
time I'm
they were
approaching
varying
them.
enough in
Okay.
their positions that Solir could make it up to him with his regular movement. So he engaged the one that was at the forefront of them.
Okay.
Say, and
And then
So
I
you're
went
saying-
up to one
okay.
and murdered it, but I'm trying to move with the pack in front of them, which I
Okay.
guess would mean back towards everybody now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, shit. What are you doing?
Am I in imminent danger of being run over by?
Yes.
Do I have enough? Can I move to the side of the herd?
They're
Or are they too wide?
the one that is probably headed the most directly towards you is maybe 40 feet away. So, like, you have time in the next few seconds where you could just
Move
like
to the side.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll call lightning down on that one.
Okay. You call some lightning, and he makes a dex save. Is that correct?
Yes.
That is a 9.
Yes, I am.
Hey.
12.
You blast him for 12. And blood vessels burst all over its
Beautiful.
surface.
I bet it smells amazing.
It doesn't. It smells like rotten turnips.
The lightning boiling away all the liquid inside.
Do you do anything else?
No.
The thunderstorm, the thunderclouds that you conjure, wisp away almost immediately. You can still feel their presence. You can still call upon them. But it's like they just kind of... They're just not visible in the sky. They just kind of... There's just electrical energy hanging in the air.
Did I move far enough to the side to avoid the whole herd of them?
Not if any of them can change direction in any meaningful way.
Well, whatever movement I have left, I want to keep moving
Okay.
away from.
You go 30 feet
Trajectory.
to the side.
Hold them.
Do you have 30 feet or do you have 25 because you're a dwarf?
Dwarf.
Good
I
question.
think doors might have
Never
30.
come up.
Did they errata
I
that?
think they start with 25.
Was it?
Where
I
is
thought
it?
that was
Then you have
just
to get a
halflings and
class
gnomes.
I
feet.
don't think you have it.
Gosh, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
25 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
So you move 25 feet to the side.
Well, I already moved some to get out of their way.
Yes,
eventually.
you move a total of 25
Okay.
feet. Do you do anything else?
That's what I do.
See that one, the new
Well,
one
they are
comes
going
out,
to-
you'll be faster.
They're going to hurtle through the everybody as best as they can. And let's see, Solir threw himself right in the middle of them. So he's going to have
Okay.
a regular dexterity save to try to avoid them. Oshit's going to have a regular dexterity save.
19.
18. 9 is going to have advantage because he's specifically trying to like ride alongside them to avoid it. Imran doesn't have to make a roll at all, he's above them.
19. He shouldn't be in any danger, should he?
9
Yeah.
could potentially be, maybe. We'll see
One
what
would
happens.
have to be going alongside him and like.
Yeah, there's you don't know the capabilities of these
I don't
abominable
know, but
eyes.
it just seems like he would not be in danger.
Bounces as I saw it.
I mean, if we were going realistically and not by combat rules, I'd still be moving ahead of them faster than them this whole time. But you have to end your turn in a place. So I would have had to end my turn exactly 60 feet ahead of them so that they move up to me, which
Right.
is
And
funky.
if-
That's dumb.
And if they get a tax of opportunity when you swoop in,
Right.
swoop out, that would kind of...
What was your saving throw, 9?
Let's see. 18. Because
Okay.
aura.
All three of you are able to get out of the way of of the bouncing balls.
First time you dodge balls.
So have the balls now passed over everybody? They've just swarmed through?
Yes, they've
No.
swarmed through.
Oh shit's a hell.
Thanks, Ryan.
And then they come to gentle rolling stops past you guys and just sit there.
Perfect.
Do they turn and
They
look
do
at
not.
us?
They just sit there.
What does the back of them look like?
There's
Is
kind
there-
of like trails
There's a
of
butt.
like ropey nerve cords just kind of dangling on the ground,
So is it just an
dribbling a little
eyeball
bit
rock?
of dribbling blue fluid out the back.
As they come to a stop,
Yes.
I'm assuming it's going back to me.
Yes,
How many of them can I fit in a 20-foot square?
one.
They're 20 feet across.
Damn.
You could. There might be two of them that are close enough together that you could catch two of them. 1 second.
So I never asked how far apart they were.
Yeah, I didn't think of it.
I could have whacked them with sneak attack damage. Not that
High or
much.
low?
Hi.
You could just barely touch two of them if it was a spell that like damages everything within the zone. If it was like create a crater that's this wide, like they would be too far apart for probably either of them to fall into it, if that makes any sense.
That does make sense. How about entangle? Not covering enough of them to count.
I think it would be like just barely,
That's fair.
especially since they're spherical. It might just kind of be pushing them apart from each other.
That's also fair. All right. Well, if I can't get multiple of them in that, then I'm just gonna shillelagh my fishing rod and
Okay.
fly down and just
Bonk.
nearest one. Yeah.
All
from
right.
above, from the top rope, even.
He just cuts the fly
23?
part of
You
his
hit.
boots and drops.
I am going to. I believe it's a D4 for both of these features, so I probably should have two D4s out. But I know it's a D6 for a favorite phono. So.
A monk with boots of flying that just uses them to do wrestling moves when there is no way.
That sounds amazing.
So this is some psychic, some bludgeoning.
Okay.
13, 18.
Okay.
Not hit. And then again.
You create a gigantic crease like in the middle of this thing. It's like you hit a stuffed animal and like just deformed it around.
Excellent. Well, then I'm
It's
gonna
pretty brutal.
take the momentum and just swing back around under it and hit it again.
Oh boy.
So that was a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
So not as much damage to this one. That's an 8.
You come and swing around, and you created so much tension with the first one that you just shear right through it. And blue liquid bursts in a glorious arc across the path of your stroke.
And I fly up and out of the way.
Okay. You all have a very bad feeling like you're being watched.
My God.
What a surprise. Eyes everywhere.
Can you see where they came from?
That cloud.
There aren't clouds. That's the problem.
Ah shit, you hear a heavy ticking sound coming from the same direction that the eyes were rolling.
Mysterious ticking sound.
That they're rolling from?
That they were rolling from. You see a shimmering in the distance in that direction. You see a shimmering that it shimmers over the withered dead trees in the path, as though there was like a wall of shimmering like directly in front of you in that direction. But if you move around, if you change your position, like you're always seeing the shimmer.
And I'm the
In
only
that
one that
direction.
notices this.
You're the one who notices it first.
Hark.
Why?
Look!
The fuck is a heart?
I don't
Means
know.
look, you uneducated swine.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Who's Mark?
The eyeballs.
I think she said it's getting dark.
That's morning.
The eyeballs slowly turn to look in the
They
opposite
listened.
direction, but it's very slow.
Why don't we just kill the damn eyeballs?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
They're just here.
I mean, I would sleep better knowing there's less of these things rolling around out there just in the wild.
Well, yeah, they shouldn't be let
No.
roam around in the wild.
Absolutely not.
We're still in combat.
Not acceptable.
You are still in combat.
Yeah.
It is Salir's turn.
Oh,
We exchanged all that with a glance.
It was a very,
So-
very meaningful
Anime
glance.
moment, just the two like pairs of eyes crossing each other.
I guess I'll walk over to one of the other eyes.
You're cross-eyed because you're dumb, and
Yes.
he's cross-eyed because he's drunk.
14.
Asha looks
That
at
will
both
happen.
of you and crosses her eyes to see you both.
That's 7. Is it
All right.
far enough away from the other ones
You
that
all
I
look
get
at
sneak
me
attack on?
cross-eyed. The fuck?
This one is, yes.
We simultaneously turn our heads towards you.
That's another 18.
Alright, that will hit.
Oh,
I was the sneak attack damage.
Oh, gotcha.
I enjoyed the part
Yeah,
after
you
nine
pop it,
percent
and the
alcohol.
juice just floods the ground.
Okay.
Exact wavelength.
Well, can I get to another one to make the bonus attack?
You can, yes.
That was 26.
That will hit.
Oh, for 1.2 damage.
Alright.
Apparently that wasn't quite
You,
close enough.
you kind of misjudged the distance a little bit. It's as though when you look deep into its eye soul, your depth perception is altered a
Just
little.
said eye hole.
I know.
When you look into the eyes.
Well, that's the
course it
thing
has
that
one.
Solaire's worried about is your eye hole.
This is actually a good
He said
question.
everything that was round was turning into eyes, so...
Yes.
we're
worries
concerned
me.
for your
Do the
cloaca.
eyes.
Yes.
It's
have
not an orb.
eyes?
They do not seem to have eyes.
It's round.
Not that
So if they
round.
turn away from you, they
So
can't
did
see.
his cloaca turn into an eye since it's round?
It's not round.
It's not visible. So I'm afraid I'm not going to allow you
So
to
as far as we know,
try to
yes.
discern.
That's the answer.
Huh?
So they,
Cloaca.
the blue goo on the ground is starting to crawl
Oh,
toward
good.
one location.
Oh,
So
good.
it's
Just
not
get it over
absorbing
there.
into the
The
ground.
goo from
It's not absorbing all of the goo.
The
that's
goo
on
from the
ground.
dead eyeballs?
Yes. It's not moving at all from the ones that have just been injured. There's only one of those that, I mean, I guess Salir just slashed it a little bit. So,
Give it a pokey poke.
but the goo that just hit the ground from that one is not moving. The rest of them are moving though.
in the same direction.
They are, yes. Are
Maybe
you
the
doing
goo
anything
is
else? Salir?
aliens and the eyeballs are the spaceships.
No, they seem relatively harmless.
Okay. 9, your turn.
I want to go to the shimmer.
The ship.
Shimmer.
The shimmer. Okay. How far would you like to go? It will just keep shimmering as you move toward it.
Like,
It seems to, if it is an object that is shimmering, it's just gonna move further away from you as you move toward it.
but the trees behind it don't move.
They do not move. Your nose starts to itch.
They've been into the cocaine again.
He's not a sailor.
And it's sawdust.
Yes. Snow cane.
Totally different.
I guess I'll head back and fight eyeballs.
Okay. You head back. There is an eyeball. Would you like to fight it?
Yes.
Understandable.
I got a 23 and
It'll-
a 20.
Both of those will hit.
Trying to kill this dude.
14.
I just don't want it to
You go to the
come
one
out
that-
something bigger.
Salir was poking and you joined him in poking it.
This is what's gonna happen.
10.
Yeah, which is why I'm wondering if we should go.
This is
And you
what
quickly
happens
poke it
every
into
time we
submission
kill
and it
things.
splurches on the ground.
Every time we kill things, it reforms into another.
Do you do
thing.
anything else?
I mean,
Probably a reform
I
into
doubt I
a
can
rat.
reach down from my horse and shield bash the goo.
Most things do.
You could try. It's probably not going to work, but you could try.
It's about to fall off his horse.
Be a disadvantage.
Get the camera out.
Nah.
If we move-
Okay. Ah, shit. What do you
Yep.
do? A buzzing fills your ears, and you feel a trickle of blood coming from your nose.
There are bees in your ears.
Oh shit.
What type of hit did you take?
I want to lightning strike the goo that's coalescing on the
There
ground.
are thousands of insects under your skin. You have to get them out.
Lightning strike.
Does
The goo.
goo make a dex save?
It does.
It takes
So
that
there
sword.
freaking dies. 1 second, actually.
Where's there?
Celia pulls a sword out of something and just lightning rod straight down.
I killed another.
Damn it. I should. What the hell was that?
He's sitting up on a
All right,
horse
hit
covered in metal. He's our
14.
lightning rod. I don't remember what my thing is.
I feel like your saving throw should be higher than that by this point.
15.
Okay, it fails.
I hit them for 10.
Fizzle.
Don't say fizzle when you're talking about magic.
That's entirely fair. Splort.
Does it?
You
Kill it?
splatter. I mean, it goes spraying everywhere, so it is less in one location than it was.
So is it still moving? It's just. It's
After a
smaller
few
bits.
seconds, it begins moving back toward the same location.
Perfect. I'm glad I used
Maybe
the
a lesser volume than before.
I think
You-
we might be in some kind of weird, stupid illusion that gets cleaned by the thing's blood that we can't see because it's goo already.
Do you do anything else, Asha?
I think you should stop killing this before it releases all the blood it needs to create its final form.
We just kill the blood.
That's what I just tried to do.
But we can't kill the
Continue
final
trying.
form until it forms.
I don't want to kill its final form. I don't want its final form to final form at all.
We always kill the final form.
No, someone else always does.
No, I mean, we killed Wrath, and then we killed Wrath's final form.
I
That
should
was
just
like-
start sobbing.
Do you do anything else,
No.
Asha?
You don't remember that.
No. I
You
wasn't
don't
there.
remember that. Not that you weren't there. You just don't. Dumbass.
Was he there?
Why don't you remember?
No.
It's been so long.
I don't know you.
All of you,
Why are you here?
by this time, have felt very itchy noses that have turned into pretty bad nosebleeds. You're feeling various combinations of itchiness and discomfort in your skin and in your senses. And the part that was shimmering in the distance, if you look toward it now, you have the reflex to squint and look away as though you were looking at a very bright light, even though light is not coming from that direction. And the clicking sound that Asha first heard is now getting even louder than before. And it's beginning to grow dark.
I don't
Guys.
remember.
The sun is
I
still
told you it was
high
pretty
in the
dark.
sky, but there's just a darkness descending over everything.
Guys, I think those crabs are finally coming back to get me.
Maybe we are dreaming. I want a gun.
I think we can blame
You,
this.
you do not get a gun.
Yeah.
Well, you have a gun.
I want a different gun. I want my gun back.
Well, take
The
it back to
eyeballs
the lizard.
begin to roll back in the direction that they came. They do not target any of you. Pimran, it is your turn.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Is the goo still near us?
The goo is still near you, and it is still trying to coalesce in one place, rather than going back in the direction it came.
Well, take this. You know, you throw a vial of acid at it. See if that does anything different to it.
All right, one moment.
I've got one vial of acid on me for some reason. I don't
Now
remember
whatever
why.
it forms is just going to be half acid.
Never half acid anything. Always full acid.
True.
My experience, goo is generally made of acid, so I'm not really sure what to do with that.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
it does not seem to do anything to it.
Aw. We got one vial of acid down to 0.
Fucking alien eyeball pudding.
Do you do anything else,
Should we
Pepper?
just keep going where we were going?
I mean, I guess if it's not going to attack us, then yeah, that makes some sense. I'm
following the
passive,
eyeballs.
though, otherwise, yeah, that's my
Okay. Salir, are you going to do anything?
Follow the eyeballs.
All right.
Guys, I think I'm allergic to the everything around here.
Nine, are you going to do anything except for
I'm gonna
aside from
stab
moving?
goo.
You go. Excuse me. You can stab the goo.
I know lots of violence. 18 and 27.
Those will hit.
$19.
And what damage type is that?
Magical slashing.
All right.
And then 13.
Say 19 and 13.
Magic slashing
Yep.
damage.
32. Alright, you hack and slash aggressively at it, and it seems as though where your sword splatters little bits of it away, the little bits that are splattered lose their glow.
Is it making more visible dirt?
It does not where it lands without any glow. And it is at this point that the thing that was coming from the... Oh, sorry. Oh, shit, your turn.
There's something coming on shit.
Oh, shit, something is coming. You can see a shape manifesting in the previously shimmering zone.
Does it look like
It is
Mr.
dark.
Jones?
It is dark. It is globular. It is chattering. It is a swarming mass of shadow and limbs,
Oh.
and everything is. All the dead trees are bowing down to it as it passes.
How far away is it?
Probably about 100 feet at this point.
Does it resemble in any way the cloud below us? In size, shape?
Not really. No. It's a sort in mass. It's like if you squished the masses of like maybe 5 human adults together.
Oh. And the eyeballs are all rolling toward it?
Yes, they are.
Well, I'm going to call attention to that and say, hey, look. Hark, that over there.
That's not what heart means.
It's-
No, I'm not a narc.
She said narc over there, so that thing's a narc. Get it.
I don't think we have any drugs on
The
it.
eyes form themselves into a single file line as they roll toward it, and you have the peculiar feeling as you're looking at it that the eyes and the sun above are both in perfect alignment with this thing as it moves slowly towards you.
Kill everything.
I can't. What? How?
Lightning.
I can't move my cloud. I can make a new cloud.
I
make
mean,
a
it
new
might
cloud.
still be above this crap, it's just invisible.
Yeah.
How
but
big is the cloud that you can make?
60 feet.
Okay, yeah, it's not within range.
Is it in range of the eyes? Because they went...
Nope. They are far enough away at this point.
Do a murder. Everything needs to murder. Murder the goo. Kill everything.
I tried to murder the goo. It didn't murder.
I cast.
Try murdering the lizard.
Oh, I haven't tried that yet.
Use arm metal. The lightning should go right here.
This is why we need a murder.
I'll form another cloud above us.
Okay, directly above you.
Well, no. It'll have to be far enough toward it so that it's...
So that it like will be in the path.
Yeah.
as it-
Exactly in
Okay.
front of us with everything.
This is range 120 feet.
So you can create it up to 120 feet away. That'll be the center. It'll be 60 feet across.
It's a 60-foot radius.
Okay. So it'll be 120 feet across.
Yes, it's a big thing. Okay. But I'm going to cast it at 4th level.
So you can make it above the thing where it is right now.
Yeah. Just so, like, the outer reaches of it is above it.
Okay. So it'll be under it for the maximum amount of time.
Yes.
Eat
Okay.
murder.
So,
Alright, so it's got to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. That is a 13, which is a fail. Just
It is.
one moment. It chooses to pass.
It what?
It chooses to pass.
Well, why? How?
Don't worry about it.
5e mechanics don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, half of 25 then.
Alright.
It uses a luck point.
Essentially. Just keep doing it. It runs out of it.
Alright, your lightning bolt bursts from... Your cloud immediately disappears, as before, and your lightning bolt bursts down from the electrically charged air right into the center of it. The mass of it explodes outward, but all the pieces are still being held together by these pitch black tendons. And in the very center, you can see a single humanoid skeleton that seems to be made of glowing amethyst, missing its head.
It's wrath.
It's not getting this bad.
Then all the rubbery lobs of its body just kind of snap back together to recover this thing. A few seconds later.
Cool.
Do you do anything else?
Just move away from it.
Okay. Understandable. You move 25 feet back.
Yay. I'm sure that'll save me.
Whoop, indeed.
Suppose any of us can stick things in pocket dimensions.
Can any of you stick things in pocket dimensions?
Stick things in pockets. There are a lot of pockets.
Doesn't fucking help.
I mean, I'll portal it to the other place if you want, but I gotta get up from here.
Not that. I have that thing's head.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be able to get it from me.
Make
I
a
didn't
keyhole
say
and
you
throw
go
it into the
near
hole.
it, you goober.
No, but going near it is how I stab it. So if we can throw the skull into another dimension where it can't
We'll
get
just
it,
put the skull in the mansion.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
As long as it can't reach into the mansion and get it.
You've never actually tried opening the mansion, you're not. Hopefully it works the same way.
It ought to. I
Ought
have
to
two.
is not the
I
same
have two
as-
keys.
The 6
for it.
remaining eyes slam into the mass.
Did anyone
And-
pass by me to slap him?
That's a very good question.
Or Solaire would have to.
We were actively trying to murder these things.
Yes, I think all 3 of you would have been able to get attacks of opportunity. Ashik would not have, because you were trying to get just far away from everything. But
I flew up in the air, so.
oh,
I
gotcha.
don't think I-
Okay, so just 9
Well,
and
they would have had to roll right through us.
27.
I did a flyby.
Alright, that will hit.
21.
That will hit.
21 damage.
You completely murder one of them.
Nice.
And that's 11. And do I get sneak attack on that again?
Yes.
So it's 8, 10, and 4. So it's 25 altogether.
You also murder another one. So it is 5 eyes that slam into this thing. And there's a huge bubbling mass that looks like tar in the air for a few moments. And then it's several of the arm limbs that were part of it just kind of stick out, and they have embedded themselves in the eyes, and the eyes are all now just staring at you guys. And whatever this thing is,
Wait, this thing's the size of 5 people?
well, now it's the size of 5 people and 5
And these
20-foot
eyes
eyes.
are 20 feet.
It's mostly eyes with like a
Yeah.
tarish, blackish core in the middle of
Okay.
them. The eyes stare at you, and you feel a deadness that pierces deep within your being.
Hey, I've felt that plenty of times.
That is just kind of Nine's basic state of existence. And it shoots 3 rays out.
Who's Ray?
That's a very good question.
He's with Mark.
Ray's a
It shoots a sleep ray at Ashit. Ashit, make me DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, please.
11.
You fall asleep and remain unconscious for 1 minute.
You are not
Good
full of
night.
enough wisdom to know that now is not nap time.
No.
Okay.
My wisdom is 16.
It shoots a paralyzing ray at Salir. Please make me a DC 16 Constitution save, Salir. You are paralyzed for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Can I?
No,
No.
unfortunately not. Yeah, that's another 7. There we go. And it is going to try to target Pimrin with another ray. Please make me a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
You just hate that I keep using the same tactic. No, I don't. You get hit with a beam of you can't fly anymore.
That's 6.
Alright, you are charmed by the enemy for 1 hour or until it harms you.
I think actually, if it's a charm effect, I think I have advantage.
Oh! Then.
I have advantage on saving throws against
All right.
charmed. Natural 20. Natural 1 to a natural 20 from
Wow.
Yeah.
The beam is hurtling towards you, and you see your life flashing before your eyes.
How far away is it from me?
About 100 feet.
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw versus fear.
Alright.
Reflect
Um,
that beam back.
Yep, I'm gonna reflect that beam right back.
He rolled a natural 1. It's going to choose to succeed.
Well, you know what? That's worth it. I burned one.
That was amazing.
Alright, so
So the beam comes hurtling towards you, and you see all of your greatest fishing accomplishments flash before your eyes as you can already feel this beam sucking away your sense of self as it comes towards you. And then from one of your brightest memories, a fish comes leaping out into reality,
Yes.
into the path of the beam, and explodes in sparkling guts all over the ground, dissolving away the polish. the beam
Can't you
ricochets
just
off
kill
its
them?
glittering golden scales and shoots back at the creature, and it lets out the first sound aside from a chatter you've heard it made, which is a scream that reverberates through all of your ears and causes the beam to deaden in the air.
And that all happens in slow motion with lens.
Yes, it was pretty majestic. I'm going to give Pimrin inspiration for that glorious, completely random series of
Excellent.
amazing highs and lows. It is Pimrin's turn.
Well, how do I follow that up? I guess since that happened, I don't afraid of it. So
Yes.
I'm gonna fly directly at it. I don't think my fly speed is that far though. So let's see. I think I have Misty Step. How far is that? 30? 60?
30.
Yes, it is 30. So it won't get me terribly far.
I hate this.
Yeah.
It's so like...
He's a warjack.
Yeah, but it's so easy to break.
Yeah. As are most of my things.
It could have just put this foot on this and be fine. Now it's got weight shifting off of it. So it wiggles.
I'm
It's
going
terrible.
to summon a Fae 90 feet towards it.
Okay. You summon a Fae 90 feet toward it.
The Fae, I'm also going to fly 30 feet towards it.
Okay.
And then the Fae is going to blink at it, because it can go 30 feet.
Okay.
And then it's going to make another wisdom save versus
Is this
charm.
a fish Fae?
This is a fish Fae.
All right.
It's going to plop on the ground and then just flop over at it.
Perfect.
So it's resistant to fish because I'm definitely not plotting against you.
It is going to choose to succeed against that.
Alright, burned another one. And I'm 30 feet closer.
Yes.
That's my turn.
All right. Salir,
I guess what, I need to make a saving throw?
you. Yes, you need to make a saving throw.
It's at the end of your turn, so even
So
if you
you-
succeed,
yeah.
That would be a 17.
Alright, you shake yourself free of the paralyzing effect. Your limbs fill with pins and needles as you regain control of your body.
Quick, go away, Pasha.
It is an Ein's turn.
Can I trample Oshit for free?
No, but you can make an attack against Ashe at advantage.
Well, I wouldn't attack
Prison
if it's
auto.
not free.
That's one of the.
No.
He just happens to be riding horse in that direction.
No.
And then go attack. No, then I guess I go fucking horse nudge.
You go horse nudge. Okay, you
I
can.
use my action to wake Oshit without pain.
Okay, you use your action to wake Ashe up. Do you do anything else with the rest of your turn?
Get up, you moron! What the fuck?
Ashe, you're awake. You're not sure what just happened, but you're on the ground and Nine's screaming at you again.
Everything seems pretty normal.
Yeah.
We'll make over you.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Cool.
I cast Shield of Faith on myself.
It dies immediately.
I'll hop up like a hero. Cast lightning at it again.
It dies immediately.
What?
Your lightning dissipates into nothing.
Could my fish die immediately?
Cool.
That is a very good question. Yes, it should have.
Okay, so
But
that
actually didn't
has one
burn.
more
Yes.
poison resistance then. Fair enough. And I don't feel like a connection to it, like it's still there, but it's just.
No, you summoned it and it immediately just like sashimi'd back into the Feywild.
Perfect. It's
That's
like,
not a
wow,
verb.
my last fish did so well. I could just summon another.
Oh no! Do you do anything else, Sasha?
I scooch back further from it and like nudge behind a tree.
Alright, how far back do you scooch?
Far
It wasn't.
back as I can.
Okay.
I don't wanna be
Would you
right
like
up.
so would you like to you gotta
Oh, yeah,
spend
I
half
have to
your
get up.
movement to get up.
Okay, so-
Would you like to dash? Which
Oh,
would let you go
Didn't I use the action
Oh,
to try
yes.
to cast lightning?
You are right.
So I'll just scooch back like 12 feet and
Okay. You take
as
a big
much
ol'
behind
hop.
a tree as I.
And you can you give me stealth please?
Oh, you're very stealthy.
I am so stealthy, you have no idea. I'm 8 stealthy.
You feel pretty 8 stealthy.
I do.
You are very stealthy.
It doesn't try to move any closer to you guys. It is, though, going to blast more rays at you.
That makes sense.
Alright, more rays.
More rays, but only one mark.
It's going to shoot a disintegration ray at Asha.
Oh boy.
Asha, can you please...
go through at least?
It's gonna Looney Tunes the tree.
Yeah, you are going to have cover. You're going to have... What is full cover in 5e?
Plus 5 to 8.
Plus 5.
Full cover.
Yeah, it was a big tree, and Asha is a dwarf.
If it's full cover, that's just.
What am I rolling?
Is that just
targeted.
advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, can't be targeted.
If it's 3/4 cover, it's +5. Half is.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not going to target Asha,
There we
actually.
go.
Yay!
Yeah, you get lucky.
I win.
I mean,
I do feel pretty stealthy.
You are.
It's
It needs line of sight to look a beam at it.
it's going to tell the
It's a very
tree
big
to
eye.
no that would be mean. No, no, I already established it has the powers over the trees. It's going to order the tree to bend down, giving you only 3/4 cover.
Oh.
Is that advantage +5?
It's +5.
So please make me dexterity saving throw at +5.
+5, including my
In addition to everything else.
13.
You are going to take 10d6 force damage.
Perfect. Thank God I had a
You'll be
snack earlier.
fine. It's probably going to burn half the mushrooms off you, though. That's probably going to be great. I doubt they have
It
any.
will smell amazing. Please stop.
Have one.
9,
Yes.
11, 17, 21, 24, 27, 28, 33, 35 force damage. Are you still alive?
Am I still alive?
Yeah.
I have 93 hit points plus 8 temp hit points.
I mean, I hope so.
I like how you were all regretful
not?
for hitting her with a disintegration beam and she just scoffed at you.
You call that spell? It is going to. Ooh. It's going to try to Death Ray 9.
Oh boy.
Please make me a dexterity saving throw 9.
The word death in fancy font.
23.
You succeed. You take no damage on a save.
I just...
On a save, you live.
Yay! And it's going to target Pimrin with the Enervation Ray. Please make me a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Can do. I'm gonna spend my inspiration
Okay.
on that, I think.
That was quick.
Natural 20.
All right,
This was
it's about to hit
yeah,
you,
hit that right
but
down.
you gracefully matrix dodge out of the way.
If your die just half ones and half 20s.
So you're gonna.
Yes.
This is the only way to play.
It's a D2. I crit or I don't.
For Pimrin, that makes perfect sense. So you take half damage of 8d8.
Alright.
Look at it this way, Steph. In the second edition, disintegrate meant what it said. You just were dead. If you
1, 2,
failed
3,
to save
4,
your
5,
throw.
6.
I mean, it's still like that if it brings you to 0.
No, I mean, I don't care if it brought you
It
in.
just-
You
it's
could have
just
500 hit
instant-
points. You've got
instant
disintegrate.
Did I? Hold on. No, that should have been. That was too many dice. 1 second.
Just not roll so.
You get excited there.
No, that was the right number of dice.
No,
15, 19, 20, 24, 32, 38, 42. So you take 21 necrotic damage. And that is its turn. It is Pimrin's turn.
Well, if it's gonna keep eating my magic, I guess I'll just. I can't beat the shit out of it without getting any closer. So, let's see, it was 110 feet away from me or something like that, 100 feet away from me.
It was 100 feet, and then I think you moved
130.
closer, right?
Yeah, I used my movement last turn, so
Yes.
I will use my movement and dash,
Okay.
which still doesn't quite get me there. But then I pull out my gun, and it's 10 feet away. And I'm like, I
Excellent.
can't miss from here. I believe this was dexterity but no proficiency yet, is that right?
This
So I'm not,
was-
like, crazy at gun.
He's not good at gun. It's an improvised gun.
Yes.
Improvised.
Dexterity with no proficiency.
Okay, I can do that.
Does the gun
7.
work?
That does not hit. You triumphantly pull it out and blast it, and it just goes wide.
Fire hits.
Does the gun work?
It does work, surprisingly.
Alright, well, that's my turn then.
Okay. And you're now 10 feet away from it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and did I say dash? I meant Misty Step because I wanted to use my
Gotcha.
action stuff, so I'll mark that spell.
Yep.
Does extra attack work on the gun? Or do I have to, like, reload it?
What kind of gun was it? Was it
It
just
was like
block?
a lightning gun that I got. Like,
Oh, the lightning gun.
The alien's super, like, scrappy and wobbly.
Oh yeah, you don't need to reload it.
Okay, well. That is an 18.
Did you manage to Misty Step?
Oh, that's a good point. Does that actually work, or is it just effects?
You-
and speed?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, well then no down. Then I just run up to it.
1 second.
10 feet away.
Well, how
Let
long
me just
can a gun
let me
shoot?
just double check.
That's true. I could just gun, but not get closer.
You could do both, couldn't you?
Well, I moved up, and then I was gonna dash in. Or I was gonna Misty Step and gun.
Spells and other magical effects, except those created by an artifact or a deity, are suppressed and cannot protrude into the zone.
That's fair. So I'll just gun from a distance. I'll just
Okay.
keep on moving up. So that is an 18.
That will hit. And it's
Some number of D10s, but I don't remember.
it was firebolt, but with lightning, and it was as a I can't cannot remember what level character it is. We're going to say it scales up to you. It draws upon your soul energy. Because...
So that would be 13 lightning damage.
Okay, 13 lightning damage.
Oh, let me double check. I believe I still add a d6 to that.
Okay.
So, favored foe. I just want to double check that my Fey Wanderer thing doesn't also give me psychic damage on this, because it might need to be on melee weapons.
Okay.
That. Nope, any weapon. So, it's an extra couple dice. That is 9 more damage. Psychic.
Alright. Or what was the total altogether of that?
22 total.
Okay,
All
thank
damage
you.
dice are normal.
Your lightning bolts sink into it and smoke rises from the surface. You seem to have heard it. It is Solier's turn.
The power of God.
Your body is usable.
Wonderful. Can I close on this thing and slicey dicey?
It is probably about 80 feet away from you.
So the answer to that is no. Now what the hell, we'll go charging towards it anyway, as far as we can get.
Alright. Is that 60 feet for you?
Yes.
Alright.
60 with a dash, 90 with bonus action.
That's a lot of distance. You could...
Did you say all magical effects? Does that include magic items?
It will include magical items. Your gun in
Some
particular
point.
does not count.
But my boots.
Oh, your boots should
Because I
have
was probably
dropped you right to the ground.
Yeah, I was a few, probably dozen feet in the
Okay.
air earlier.
He was at least over 20, so he wouldn't hit
Right.
eyeball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what that would. I mean, I didn't think about this one now, but yeah.
You'll
it's
take
magic.
9 bludgeoning damage from the fall.
We fell on 9.
Bong got slapped.
I'm hovering peacefully down and just reflexively mine against me on the way down.
Does anybody else have items that will be affected by an anti-magic fields? Will horse just disappear?
Oh.
Summoned creatures disappear.
I'm not sure.
9 just.
I believe so, right? That's your summon steed?
Let's see. So Solaire wouldn't be able to spider climb anymore, not that matters.
I can't do literally
And
anything.
I don't know what his outfit would revert to. I guess maybe he'd be stuck wearing
He's
one
not
item.
naked.
Dude,
My-
no, the tankers aren't going to work.
Oh no!
This is a fucking trap.
This is a multiverse level threat.
I have one less to hit and spell these.
Okay. If you summoned horse with the spell, he's gonna disappear. So he
Yeah, you have a
disappears.
problem. You just need to stay away from this thing.
Oh shit, do you have any magical items that would be active that would be affected by the field?
You just can't do anything.
You just can't.
My spice pouch.
You're actually going to have to go engage in melee combat.
Hit it with a stick. It's.
Man, I bet you wish I had a gun right now.
I do have a gun. I
Take
have the
your
same thing you
cauldron
do.
and
Oh,
just
fair.
pile the cauldron on where it's in.
You should have carried the meteor so you could throw it with all of your strength.
Infect this thing with your spores.
So, Solier, you were... What were you using to get up to it? Because you could get within melee if you used all of your movement options, but then you wouldn't be able to do anything to it once you got into
No,
melee.
that's fine. Get up there
Okay.
for this.
You get up to this thing. With every step, your body feels heavier, and you feel a resonant pain in your bones as you get up close. It feels as though something inside you is melting. You don't take any damage, but it's not fun. Nine, your turn.
I don't think I can dispel magic dispelling magic.
I mean, that's something Nine would probably think he could do.
Now I already tried magic and it went away. Unfortunately, my strength is now 9.
It all comes full circle.
And I am a weak baby man. But I don't need strength to use a gun.
That's all we had to do to kick his ass.
Just have a god look at him funny.
That's a pretty.
It might be time to get your revenge. You hit him with a stick. You can't do anything about it.
Are you going to draw your gun? Or are you
Yeah.
going to shoot the gun?
I'm gonna get another 30 feet closer and shoot
Okay.
him with a gun.
Blam.
Twice.
And you have proficiency with the gun.
It's probably Dex.
Yes.
8.
That does not hit.
Oh god. It's again less than a 10, it's even lower.
You don't hit. Did you have... How many bullets do you have left?
It was infinite.
We had...
Well, the Glock was different.
Yeah, I believe I gave him 9 bullets in the Glock. I feel like that was... I feel like we established that the last time he fired it a couple sessions ago at somebody in the real world.
This is the gun that he took from me?
Yeah, that one wouldn't
this-
have 9 bullets. The one would have 9 bullets that was imaginary because it's 999.
Yeah, you told me that the
Are
gun
you-
that I had everything that I needed and wouldn't need
Yeah,
any ammo.
the lightning gun. Were you just using the lightning gun?
No, this is a real ass gun.
Okay.
But I don't know why it'd have 9 bullets since it was manifested by her, not me.
Yeah, you said it was infinite.
The dream
Oh, gotcha.
gun was 9 bullets because 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the process that happened at all. So I'm gonna say yes. The real gun magically has 9 bullets in it.
Okay.
It has infinite ammo unless it's suppressed by an anti-magic field.
Yeah, that's what we're going with. It's
You
got
gave-
6 bullets in it right
You
now.
made it completely OP because you were giving it to me.
Yeah.
And he got it.
Yeah, it is effectively a magic item that is at the moment a gun with 6 bullets in it.
It just becomes a non-magic
It may
gun.
become
Lightning.
it may regain infinite bullets once it's no
Gunpowder
longer
is
being
lightning.
anti-magic.
My tanker doesn't come out of this okay. That's going to be helpful.
Do you do anything else, 9?
Well, I only brought it up because Glocks have like 17 bullets.
Yeah, but 9 doesn't know what a Glock is.
That's true.
It sounds
But
fucked up.
Glock is translated from the ancient Elvish Gulak. It has nothing to do with the real world Glock. It's G''lock.
it just looks exactly like a Glock.
Yes.
It's a great old.
Do you do? It's a great old one. Do you do anything else? 9.
No.
Ah shit.
Yes.
What do?
You can use Wild Shape to awaken the spores that infuse you gain 40 temp HP. Can I do that? Or is that magical?
That is a magical druid effect.
Okay.
Are you in the range of this thing? You went backwards and hit
Am
me
I
in
far
a
enough?
tree.
You'd be like 100 feet from it.
Yeah, but this one didn't foolishly charge at it like the rest of
I ran
it.
away
You
from
walked. You were like 100 feet, and then you walked 12 feet back, right?
Mhm.
So you're 112 feet back. So, are you asking will your wild shape ability work?
Yeah, can I use that?
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work?
It does not work.
Alright. Does that still use my action trying to make it work?
Yes,
Perfect. Then I nestle behind a tree as much as I can.
you feel pretty stealthy.
The tree bent over.
Dig
you
a
just-
burrow.
I don't need to reroll for it.
You will not need to. No.
You just need to dig a little burrow.
How can I do that? My dwarven digging
with your-
abilities.
Yes.
I have very long nails.
Can I use stone?
Please give me.
tunnels?
Please give me strength. You can have proficiency.
No.
But I'm
How
hiding
do I
in
add
the
proficiency
rocks,
to
so
it?
Add your proficiency bonus.
Right.
13, 14.
Yeah.
You uncover what seems like a perfectly
Damn it.
like a perfect burrow that may have been recently inhabited by badgers. Thankfully, the badgers are gone now. It's like
That's
somebody
really pretty
put it
big
here
badgers,
perfectly for you.
that's Cool, down it go.
You're gonna sleep there for generations.
Yes.
Asha's just checking out of this
Cameron
battle.
did not warn you about generations.
All right. It is the mass with its big ol' eyeballs. It seems to carefully take stock of where people are positioned, and it is going to move 10 feet backward. You get an attack of opportunity against it.
Goody. 12.
You do not hit.
Alas.
It is then going to First, try to blast Salir with a ray, since he has the audacity to come right up to it. Please make me DC 16 Wisdom saving throw or fall asleep.
Oh, we're going to sleep.
Do you have immunity to sleep?
God, I don't
true.
know this edition.
Yeah, elves can't be put to sleep magically.
Okay. Take your word for it.
No.
That's no idea.
That's the thing.
I believe so, yeah.
Like, just can't at all?
Like, specifically magic can't put them to sleep. They can sleep.
They
They
choose
can
not
also,
to.
most of the time, choose not to.
Magic can't put you to sleep.
He just said that.
Then the beam just
Oh,
settles
sure.
into you, and you're like, huh, neat. It
I
frowns.
really feel like going into a trance right now.
I say it frowns, but it doesn't really have the ability to frown.
Yeah, I
And it's gonna try to blast you with another ray. Please make me a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
11.
That is a fail.
Yes, it is.
5, 6, 7. Enervation. Necrotic damage.
Temporary.
Oh my.
That is a lot of ones, thankfully.
Thankfully.
That's also a lot of 6s. 3, 7, 11, 17, 24. You take 30 necrotic damage. It's going to try to blast you with the third ray.
I assume I can't
You wanna uncanny dodge
dodge
that?
that.
You should be able to
Uncanny
dodge
dodge is
it.
for attacks. Evasion
Oh, gotcha.
is
True.
for
Oh.
That was...
I believe that's
What level
correct.
do you have to be to get that as a rogue?
I've got evasion.
Okay.
So
So
that
you...
would be half damage.
does
Yes. So you'll only take 20.
does evasion only work for dex?
That was my thought as well.
Oh, gotcha.
That's a question you should
Hmm.
find. Although you'll find it before I do in this message.
I don't know how he finds things so fast.
Because he's good at what he does, as opposed to me, who doesn't know where the hell I'm looking.
And that's also where the weird fiction of these are all rays, so you really should be, like, it would make sense for them to all be dex saves, but then
Yes,
somebody
it's
who's good at
it
dex
only
saves just
applies
isn't
to a
immune to
dex
them.
save.
Unfortunately, you are not able to dodge through it, and you take the 40.
You
It's...
try to dodge and he just bends.
Oh no!
Alrighty.
It's going to try to hit you with a third ray. Oh, thank you. DC 16 dexterity save, please.
Ah.
16.
You pass.
Yay.
You feel your limbs becoming like molasses, but you're able to shake it off.
It's a dex save, just vibrate.
Yes. Become jelly. It is Pimrin's turn.
Well, I think it should be in range so that I can just dash up to it now. Question
Yes.
mark? So I'm just going to dash up to it.
You can maybe walk up to it, right? I can't
Let's see,
remember
I
how
went
close
30, 30, it was 100 feet away, so I would need
Gotcha.
back, so I need a dash. I would have 10 feet left over, but that would still
Okay.
get me there. Yeah, so now I'm at least engaged with it in melee.
Yes.
I will, now that I am up to it, just try to shillelagh my fishing rod again.
It does not work.
Okay, well, that's my bonus action.
Alright. Do you do anything else?
That is it.
Alright, Solaire, your turn. You just took the full brunt of 3 of these beams, and it really didn't do, as much as maybe it could have. So you're feeling pretty good, all things considered.
Yay. 21.
Alright, so you have an ally within 5 feet of you. Does that interact with your subclass at all? No, you just get an additional way to do your sneak attack, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's...
So me being in range triggers it. You don't
Yes.
even need the subclass thing.
For some reason, I always think that overrides the previous feature for that specific subclass, and I don't know why. What was your roll?
21.
You hit.
I think that's how Pathfinder does it.
Gotcha.
Maybe that's why.
6 and 5.
All the subclasses have different ways to
Right.
Yeah, this one's 6, 6, 6,
Nice.
5, and 3.
Nice.
So that's 18 and 8's 26 and 11 is 37 altogether.
Nice.
Get to whack it again.
You sever one of the big ol' leg limbs, and it just falls to the ground and immediately rots.
It's been a good trade. He did 40 to me. I've done 37 to him. That is a 20, so that's 29.
That will hit. Very nice. That was a crit then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god.
God, 1 point of damage. Oh god.
Did you roll double dice?
No. I got that die. 5 points of damage.
Okay.
That's slightly less than last time.
A hand comes hurtling at you to grab your throat, and you just put your sword up and pierce right through it. It's not much damage, but it's the intimidation. It's the domination of the enemy.
I've now hurt it more than it's hurt me. So.
Yes, you have. Nine.
I learned something very valuable.
What's that?
My auras aren't magic. Thanks.
5e is a very strange game, but I absolutely believe you.
Some of the paladin's auras are magic.
This is the same argument I was having with my players the other day.
Yeah.
Trying to argue that they couldn't dispel my creature's auras. I was like, no, you can't just turn off my monster's features. It doesn't
So
work.
I'm no longer immune to disease because that was magic. But I still hate everything.
5e, why?
Hating everything is an
Nine's
aura.
immune system
Yeah.
has just been like
That's why you're so
riding on
angry.
nothing for so
And
long. So now all the diseases just hit you.
He got hit by the antibiotic.
I keep the +4 to all saves aura so everyone should hug me. But there's another thing that's like Aura of Blades, which I don't have, which I would lose because it says it's magic.
Yeah, interesting.
Because every
He's really not an asshole.
He just chooses to be.
every
Just be an asshole.
class ability
Uh-huh.
specifically states that it's magical because by default they're not. So a druid's
Right.
wild shape says it's magic because otherwise it wouldn't be.
Yeah, that's
And the
how it
auras
works.
don't say it's
So,
magic,
good
so it's
point.
basically sneak attack.
So technically, then, my feature where I reflected the beam back at it is magical by this.
Okay, so it
feature.
would have used its.
So it would have one more legendary resistance,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Because it didn't.
Right, because I didn't actually. As fun as the scene was, didn't actually have an effect.
But then you lose your.
So it's
continuity.
so it's only used 2
So,
legendary things instead of 3.
Um,
Yeah.
Something like that.
Wouldn't that have made it use its third one? Because we said because of the anti-magic.
No, he's saying he's using one less.
Using one- oh, yeah.
Because it turns out the ability he used to do that states that it's magical, so it
Yeah,
wouldn't
so
work.
it's a
He
magic
already
of the
took
failure.
that away before.
Yeah, we.
Oh,
I,
there's 2 things. I threw a fish
Oh,
at it, and I
okay.
reflected
Oh,
the beam. The fish got canceled already in continuity. The
Okay.
reflecting the beam is now
Should
also.
have gotten.
so he still has 2 saves.
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want to be fair about it.
I appreciate you saying that. So 9, what are you doing?
Kicking its ass.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Does it
So
happen as the kick?
I'm gonna find one.
it seems to have several.
Just tear a new one first if you need to.
So you were 80 feet, and then how close did you get last turn?
I would have moved 30 feet.
Okay, so you're 50 feet away.
And I move another 30 feet and I shoot another 2 times.
Okay. Flam.
Yes.
10.
Yeah.
That does not hit.
Yeah, usually almost all saving throws.
13.
That does not hit.
Up to you.
You have 2 bullets left.
And bad at gun.
Huh.
That is
So,
quite unfortunate. Do you do anything else?
No.
Asha, you're in your little burrow. You feel very warm and safe.
How far? I'm quite
You
far away.
you do not feel deadness inside you down here.
Oh.
I mean, unless Asha just usually does. Not especially down here compared to up there.
I mean, I've got 1 foot in the grave as it is.
You got all
No, I
of you
just
in the
got-
grave at the moment.
How far away am I?
You're
what-
underground.
No, I mean distance-wise.
Can I just
It
go
was
back
a-
and start shoveling?
You were
dirt
like
on it?
100 and about 120 feet probably.
That's beyond the shooting capabilities of these lightning guns, right?
I think it's about the outside range. You would have no.
think it's one. I mean, if it was
It's
5
effectively
volts,
lightning,
it would be,
firebolt.
120.
That's
I
like
think.
6.
So it's normal range away,
I think
right?
it's 120.
I
I
believe
think
you're
that's
right.
Eldritch Blast.
I think it's several spells.
I think they're pretty similar in that
Yeah.
regard.
None of us are fucking wizards.
True.
It is 120 feet.
Alright, so I can come army crawl out from.
You can pop out of your.
Foxhole.
Yeah.
Well, there was a tree right there. You specifically got behind a tree,
Yeah.
Ah.
and then there was a burrow there. So if you pop up, there's a tree immediately in front
Yeah,
of
and
you.
then just crawl out. So-
Okay, but you're gonna have to like use a bunch of movement to get out and fire. You can do it though. It'll take you.
It won't take any more than half my movement, right, to get into position and snipe.
It'll take you 10 feet, so
Okay,
you can
cool.
you can do it.
How do I've never shot gun.
Use dexterity. You have no proficiency in it, unfortunately. So just straight dexterity.
13.
You miss.
Crawl.
You have another shot because
Oh, I do?
Extra attack?
where
Or is the gun just always?
if it was the firebolt gun, no, hold on.
No, that's Eldritch Blast.
That's Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Never mind. Ignore me. You get back into your bedroom hole. I'm
Eldritch
sorry.
Blast is magic, or I could have used that.
It is
Wait.
magic, unfortunately.
Yes.
It's literally in the name.
No,
Uh, They don't call it not Eldritch Blast.
just add that.
The enemy does not really care much for having 2 people in front of it.
Fuck
It's-
you.
It keeps rolling the 4. No, it doesn't. That's only the second time. Never mind.
How close am I to Soler?
And, 10 feet away by this point.
He's in
15
my
feet.
aura.
Beat it.
He is in
Yes, you
your
could
aura.
hit it with
That
a
is
shovel.
that
Is
is
9
good.
between us? Because I'm also.
Both of you should be taking advantage of his aura. So, Solir, please make me DC 16 dexterity save.
You get a +4 because I'm near you.
Oh, good. So that starts me off at 13. So 21.
You pass. It's going to angrily look at 9. Seeing the magnanimous inspiration rolling off of him through some
If I had
strange
more
power.
fingers, I'd flip off every one of your stupid eyes. Piece of shit.
It's going to try to blast 9 with its next 2 rays.
Ding.
Good grief. That is the death ray once again.
Dang.
I believe in myself.
DC 16
Your horse will
dexterity.
rear up and take the hit for you.
I thought the horse was gone.
18.
You pass.
I don't know. Did the horse leave?
It's gonna go again.
Yes.
That's another death ray. We skip because it is my word. Duplicate.
Would
That
you
was
like a
another
tray?
duplicate.
You got
I-
a big old table here.
That one didn't even move. It
That
went
was-
straight up and down.
That was disintegration. DC 16 dexterity save, please.
Who?
9.
That's even higher than the last one.
You just kind of tank both bolts and just brush out your shoulder. Look angrily at him.
Do you know who I am?
It's beginning to look a little confused. Pimrin, it's your turn.
I am going to step back, risking an opportunity attack.
Yes, and it is going to nom you.
It's fine. I got plenty of health.
Or it's going to try to nom you.
Extract.
That's going to be a
Stab
10.
the damn thing
That's
in
a
the
miss.
eye.
Exactly. So I'm just going to step back and gun.
Aim for its eyes.
Yes.
They're
absolutely.
huge and soft, apparently.
16.
That will not hit.
Fortunate. Is it 16 or 17 though? That's not quite it.
17 will also not hit.
Okay, we'll fire
He
it up.
can't target its eyes who have 10 AC.
It's magic.
Okay.
Even lower.
That is unfortunate. Do you do anything else, Pimrin?
I'm gonna shuffle just a little closer to 9.
Okay. Salir, it is your turn.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit. 16.
That will hit.
And you see, you're blocking my way.
I'm behind you.
He turns around, looks over his shoulder, and says, "You're blocking me."
There's a 14.
That will
Get
miss.
behind it. We'll flank it.
Fine, I'll move around, slide behind.
Who's where?
Okay, are you moving around so that you are flanking the enemy?
I'm listening to him, so yes.
Okay.
I said flanking.
All right. So
Forest Lizard Man said flank.
those of you who are opposite each other will have +1 to hit. They're using Jordan's campaign.
I still would have missed either way.
Okay. It is Nine's turn.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
Do some ass kicking.
This is
Wait,
the
are
big
you
bad
gonna-
guy of the campaign.
Are you
This
going
is-
to
Yes.
kick its ass from the front?
It has several S's. You can kick
Oh, okay,
them
okay.
from multiple
Can I
ways.
shield bash knock him over?
The really dumb sage advice would say no,
Oh,
but
right.
but we're completely ignoring that. So you can try. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like hovering off the ground.
I mean, the shield bash is me being good at shield. It's not.
Okay, it's not bonus action attack thing after.
Well, it's the sage advice is you have to do it after your attack.
Which is dumb.
Fine. But
So you're just you're trying to.
I'm gonna knock his ass over.
Okay.
I forget what that is. I think it's
It's
just an
shove
athletics.
as an attack, right?
Oh, that works.
Opposed
too.
to athletics. All right.
I got a 3, which means I got 11.
Okay. They got a 14. I'm trying to figure out if you can actually shove it over if it's hovering.
Is it hovering?
It is hovering.
Well, then no.
Okay, then no.
I can
You
if
could,
it's
like, tip it
flying,
over.
because if it's flying, then it stops flying and falls 500 feet,
Yeah,
which
it's-
is fucking hilarious.
Yes.
But if it's hovering, it can.
Then your shove
It is
becomes just
hovering,
like,
yes.
don't.
I assume it just has immune to prone somewhere on there.
That is a possible thing, yeah.
It is immune to prone. Specifically.
Anyway, stab
Would
it
you
first.
have tried to shield bash if you had known it was hovering? Is that something Nyan might have encountered previously as he was fighting? As he has fought?
Yeah, but I
monsters
think I
of
still would have
dominations
tried
before?
it because I hate it.
Okay.
And I wouldn't use my bonus action for anything else, so it doesn't matter.
So
Okay.
much hate in that book.
Yes, so much I literally get an aura.
And it's very helpful, actually, that aura. I think we should commend him.
It adds damage
it
to
makes
things.
it makes him an asshole. Is what it does.
And keeps us safe.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
so
yeah, but that's assuming he doesn't run from combat.
Yeah.
I'm now using 9 strength to do my attack.
Yes.
Which is a -1 to hit.
Yes.
But I still have a +4, so that's 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Bonk.
I'm rolling this wrong. What did I just get?
21 to hit.
No, I just rolled the die to damage, and then I remembered I've been doing damage wrong, but it's
Oh no.
whatever.
No, you didn't tell us.
4 plus 3, because it still counts the aura.
Okay.
7.
You should have just slapped it instead.
No,
Do you do
slap does
anything
0
else?
damage now.
Oh god.
True.
I
It
hit
has
it a
minus
second
1
time.
damage.
Didn't know his slap was a magical
Okay.
attack. I thought he
But
was
he
just a
got
badass.
enervated. He got or whichever effect lowers his strength to a negative.
No, man, I secretly have an Achilles heel. It's not important.
Right.
Yeah, enervation is just
thought one of them did
necrotic
something
damage, I
like
think.
12.
So we just
That will
gotta
not
remove
hit.
an item from him, and then we can bitch slap him all over
Do you do anything else?
Act very exhausted.
Ah, shit, your turn.
Axe?
Would you like to fire as before?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Oh god, I think I have disadvantage on everything because I'm not strong enough to use
Oh
my armor.
no!
I think being not strong enough for armor is just you get 10 feet slower.
I'll find out.
Yeah, I believe it's just a movement of
Gotcha.
It's being
21.
And can't cast
non-proficient.
spells.
Oh boy.
Did you say 12?
21.
21, I don't know.
How did you hear it backwards?
I reversed the numbers in my head. There's a lot of cross-processing that goes on. You hit.
That's a really specific
Yeah.
kind of dyslexia I've never heard of before.
It's dyscalculia. It's
The
a real
first,
thing.
the first in, first out cue.
Roll me some 2d10 lightning damage, please.
Which one's a 10?
You have to be down to pick up the
Oh, when we're done. 10. Or 8 and a 2. Sorry. It's an 8 and a 2, not a 10.
8 and a 2, so
So
10.
Okay.
Okay.
not an 82.
Alright, it is
28.
it is 9 past 9:15 at this point, so I know people have things that they need to do. So we'll close here.
All right.
That was at the end of
Can I just
you
be?
know, the enemy will get one more turn.
Can I just
Oh,
be
thank
really
God.
swollen,
'Cause it's-
intimidated?
You can certainly yes.
Puff up there.
It is the enemy's turn, so there's
Maybe he's got
just
like a
finish
neck
the round
frozen
after.
pops out or something.
He is going to continue to
Is
try
that
to
a
blast.
thing?
What's that?
It
Can
is
he have
that.
a neck frill?
No.
He could have, but he chose not to.
I
Why
just,
would you choose that?
It's going to try to blast 9,
I feel like a crest that.
I have a plus 12 to intimidation.
and it's going to try to hit you with that slowing ray, that DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
I need a bigger bag.
Damn, 11.
Your speed is halved by 1 minute. You cannot take reactions. You can take either an action or a bonus action on your turn, not both. You can repeat the save. As far as I can tell, it's not going to have like any effect on you.
I mean, it makes it so I get half as many attacks.
Slow motion.
It's gonna prevent you from taking 2 attacks.
What's that? Stuart?
Yeah.
That other good pencil.
Um,
It looks like his.
Slow makes you take
That's
one
the only
attack.
one I've seen recently.
Can't find
it doesn't apply a slow condition. It just says you
They're
your
making them
your
now.
speed is
I can't
halved.
find them.
You can't take reactions. You can take either action or bonus action.
Funny.
You can, so long as you're taking the attack action. It's gonna try to hit you with a petrification ray. Dexterity 16. Dex save, please.
I think your aura made you a target.
No, hang on. I'm pretty sure. No, that would use my reaction. What did I get last time? Like an 11?
I think so.
Because I just remember being
14?
a shield expert lets me add the shield defense. But I think that's a reaction.
Gotcha.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are its beams magical?
It's
Is it canceling
beams.
its own magic beams?
No.
No.
Its beams are magical rays.
It doesn't get canceled. Go
That's a
figure
very
as to
good
why.
question.
Cameron just walks up in front of it. Hey, aren't you magical?
Aren't you magical?
It just explodes.
And there's the campaign.
It just sucks everything, all of reality in with it.
magical?
Thanks for destroying the world, Cameron.
It inverts on itself.
Oh no, I can just add the dex.
Turns into just a little ball.
I can
of
just
light.
add the
That's
shield
when
to
I
my
attempt
dex
to
saves
avoid
flat
it.
and using my air action to take no damage if I succeed.
All right. So what I'm gonna do?
Why would it don't affect nullify it?
It does with regular beholder entirety.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is
This game that broken?
Oh, it's that's why you use a death tyrant. That's the scary one.
I remember the death tyrant.
Yeah, because they can affect their own area and they do things like you can't heal them from them. It's like,
It literally says right there works against its own areas, and I just completely ignored it. You know, I also ignored its legendary actions, so
That's a
I'm
fair
going
trade.
I'm gonna do a trade.
that
It's
works for me.
it's not a good necessarily trade, but that's what I'm gonna do so that we don't have to retcon the entire thing.
We're surviving so far.
Yes.
I
So
mean, it can just look to the side and then shoot rays and then look forward again.
it has to choose at the beginning of its turn,
Yeah.
which is
It is a weakness of the beholder, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure earlier in the fight if it was actually beholder or based
Yeah.
on it or something.
it do be beholding though.
Not having legendary actions, I think, is a great trade.
Yes, it is. Yes, it very much is.
Twice as many
What are we
rays.
trading for that?
It doesn't get to make a lot more eye attacks. So
I dodged this other thing. I got an 18
other thing.
plus aura
Okay.
plus shield
one
plus dex.
last beam. Telekinetic ray. Strength save, please.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Weirdly, I'm not proficient in strength saves.
Yep.
Oh no!
Fighters
It's
and monks, I
okay.
think.
It's still +3.
Paladins aren't proficient in strength.
No, wisdom and charisma.
Yeah.
Which is generally, we would much rather have that than
Yeah,
strength.
those are very strong saves.
12.
You fail. It moves you 30 feet backward.
It's gonna be catching up the rest of the fight.
You are restrained by its grip until the start of its next turn, or unless it is incapacitated. If you're wearing 300 pounds or less that isn't being worn or carried, it is moved up to 30. If the target is an object, sorry. It's also gonna just like turn your helmet backward. That doesn't have any mechanical effect. It's trying to mock you. So that we are going to end this round with 9 being moved 30 feet away. I'm gonna write that down, because otherwise I'll forget it.
There goes my aura. No.
There goes my flanking.
Yes.
Cameron,
Oh,
let's
I can
move
get back in
closer.
there. That's fine.
Get in there.
I can do that. I've got a sickle.
Thank you guys for playing
Okay.
tonight and for your patience as I